Wait,
You
I'm
know that
confused.
moment when
It's
someone
simple.
asks,
You just connect
"Are
these
you
two
okay?"
parts.
and
Oh, I
you
see
answer
now.
too
Thanks.
fast. "Yeah, I'm fine." But your stomach drops because you can't remember what your face just did. That tiny panic isn't weakness. It's your subconscious realizing it missed something. Your mind doesn't see reality as it is. It sees a compressed version, a story it can afford to run. And this is a test of the part of you that edits the world for comfort. 5 normal photos, nothing dramatic, nothing supernatural, but each one hides something wrong. Not hidden like a puzzle, hidden like denial. You'll feel it before you find it. A slight
finally
resistance,
finished that
a
project.
quiet no in
Congratulations,
your
we should
chest.
celebrate.
Yes,
The
let's.
exact moment your brain tries to protect you by making you blind. The photos are ordinary enough to trigger autopilot, quiet enough to slip past your defenses, and that's why they work. In everyday life, your
Hello
mind
there.
scans,
Welcome to my
labels, and
space.
moves on.
Please, come
Crowd,
in. Let's talk.
routine, safe, known.
This is so
That
relaxing.
efficiency keeps
I
you
know, it's
functioning.
perfect. We should
But the
do this more
cost of
often.
efficiency is precision. When you're tired, overstimulated, or socially on, your perception becomes lazy in a specific way. Not because you're failing, but because your brain is running outdated survival code built for predators in tall grass, not passive-aggressive silences, constant comparison, and endless subtle signals. It starts as overthinking, replaying a tone, a pause, a look you can't place, until the system protects itself by dimming your emotions. Then comes emotional numbness, not sadness, just muted, like watching your own
Don't
life
hunt
through
like
glass.
a detective.
Let's
Then
see what we
masking
have
fatigue,
here.
laughing
You're
at the right
overanalyzing
moments,
it.
responding
one
with the
more
right
clue.
words, smiling with the right muscles,
looks
performing
good.
you so convincingly
I
you
think this
don't
will work.
notice until you get
Perfect.
home and your body collapses like it's been holding a weight all day. High potential minds suffer here in a specific way because they notice more than most. Patterns, microshifts, inconsistencies. And yet they're trained to doubt themselves, to call perception overthinking, intuition,
Nothing's wrong.
anxiety,
Well, maybe
sensitivity,
something is.
too much.
I'm just not
So they
sure.
try to fix it the only way they were
Here's the
taught.
bathroom design I
Force
mentioned.
focus,
I
push
love the clean
attention like
lines
a
and the
muscle,
natural light.
grind harder. And it works until it doesn't.
such a happy
because the
memory.
enemy was never
those times.
effort. The enemy is the automatic filter underneath effort, subconscious programming, cognitive bias, conditioned responses, the survival brain. And it doesn't want truth, it wants certainty. It doesn't want accuracy, it wants speed. So it deletes what feels unfamiliar, ignores what
My mind
doesn't
is
match
full of
the
noise.
script,
Let's
smooths
find the
over the
signal in it.
detail that
I
might
think I
force
see it
you to
now.
change.
Good.
And once something is labeled normal, your mind stops checking. So as you look at the first photo, don't
Ready to
hunt
go?
like a detective.
Let's see what's down
Observe like someone who's tired of being lied to by their own mind. You'll feel your brain rush to guess, to be right, to get closure. Because
This picture of a
closure means
cozy
it
room
can
always
relax.
makes me feel so peaceful.
But closure
The
isn't
window
the
and plants
same
are my
as
favorite
truth.
parts.
Hold discomfort 1 second longer than you want to, and keep your eyes where they'd normally slide away. As the next photos appear, notice the internal shift when you can't find what's wrong. That irritation behind your forehead, that tightening in your body. That's cognitive friction, your eyes reporting reality while your brain negotiates what it's allowed to accept. Because the survival brain hates ambiguity
photo
and
brings
will
back such
happily
fond
trade
memories. I should
accuracy
give her
for
a call.
peace by whispering nothing's wrong.
This picture
Not
of a
because
cozy
it
room
knows,
always
but
makes me
because
feel
it
so
wants.
peaceful. The window and
Wrongness
plants are my
rarely
favorite parts.
hides in loud places.
Hi,
It
it's so
hides
good
in
to
the
see you.
soft
You
mismatch.
too. How have you been?
A reflection
Great, just
that
busy.
shouldn't
You?
exist. A shadow
This
that
photo
doesn't
brings
agree.
back such fond
A
memories.
gesture
I
that's
should
too
give her a call.
controlled.
A background detail your mind labeled as noise. A pattern that repeats too perfectly. A door that can't decide
I
whether
swear
it's
to uphold
open
the
or
truth
closed.
And to
Your
keep this
brain is a
confidence.
storyteller, and the smoother the story becomes,
This is the
the
stimulus,
less conscious
and this
you become.
is the meaning we assign.
Which is why the
We build a
quietest
bridge
photo
between them.
often reveals the most.
I feel like the answer
It shows
is
you
just
the moment
there.
your mind
My
tries
thoughts are
to
so
label,
tangled, though.
dismiss,
Let my
and
intuition
move
guide
on.
us.
Most people think mastery means noticing more by forcing focus, but your brain has a back door, and the sharpest
love this
perceivers
picture.
don't grind harder.
makes me feel
They
so
change the
peaceful.
system that
I
assigns
hope you
meaning.
like it.
This
My
is the
mind is full of
psychology of the
noise.
1%.
Let's find the
Not
signal
money,
in it.
not
I think I see
status.
it now.
Perception. Delaying the first interpretation. Pausing before the label. Creating a small space between stimulus and meaning. Because inside that space, you become sovereign. And the moment you can pause the automatic story, you can rewrite it with quiet precision. Staying with what you want to skip. Letting silence exist without filling it. Holding eye contact to remain present. Asking for
that
a
looks
second
good.
story when the first
Yes,
one
I
arrives.
think this will work.
Separating signal from
Perfect.
noise. Intuition from anxiety. Truth from familiarity. So, if you missed what was wrong in any photo, don't shame yourself. Your brain did what it was trained to do. The real question is
Ready to
darker
go?
and more useful.
Let's see what's down here.
If your mind can erase a detail that's objectively there and call it normal, what else has it been erasing in your life and calling it you?